Hi everybody, it's Adrian here. Hope you're doing okay. Just an explanation, introduction to some videos that we're planning to do over the winter months. Sometimes when it's difficult to go out, it's cold, you don't want to exercise for long periods outside. Something to keep you going, keep you active in the winter months. So generally these are shorter exercise videos or bouts of exercise, 10 or 15 minutes in the morning, 10 or 15 minutes in the evening. Okay, the morning ones are based on cardiovascular, circulation boost, getting the pulse raised. The evening ones probably based on strength or flexibility training. So the idea is you try and do, if you can, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. It gives you around 20 to 30 minutes per day. The national guidelines for heart health and cardiovascular health is to try and do 20 or 30 minutes on most days and a minimum of 3 times per week. So the idea with doing this, we should be able to get our 3 times per week in, even though it's cold and miserable outside and sometimes motivation is low. Hope you enjoy these and it keeps you going through these winter months. Okay, just remember before you start these exercises, make sure you feel well. If you feel unwell in any way, consult your GP. Do not exercise. Any febrile illness such as a cold, cough or temperature, or just a general feeling of not being well, leave it till possibly the next day or until you feel well. Always check the pulse like we do in class at the radial pulse. Make sure it's even, not irregular, and it's your usual heart rate. Again, any problems, consult your GP. Exercise intensity, you know about the RPE in class, 11 to 14, from light to somewhat hard, no more than that. Again, as we do in class. Good idea as well, if you exercise, always to have someone else present if you can in the house, or if you live on your own, a neighbour or something like that who knows that you're exercising, just for safety. Okay, have fun, hope you enjoy these and hopefully see you soon.
Hi everybody and welcome to the first of our daily exercise routine. So this is the morning one, the pulse raiser or circulation booster. So stand nice and tall, let's get the feet moving, shoulder rolls, nice tall posture, really concentrate on pulling tall through your spine, looking straight ahead. We're going to start with heel digs and arm curls, nice and light on your feet. Let's start to raise the pulse. Be aware I'm wearing socks, not shoes in this video, as I'm inside, the weather's awful outside. Obviously make sure your footwear is appropriate. Wear shoes if necessary, you do not want to slip. So we can alternate this from heels to toes. You can see I'm dropping the arms to the side to make it a little bit easier. Obviously if you want more involvement, we use the upper body as well. Constantly keeping an eye on the time. Every couple of minutes or so we're going to change the movement. Showing tapping the toes here, so it's either heels or toes. Looking straight ahead. This is a movement, we can just perform this virtually on the spot. You don't need any room. Like I say, if it's awful outside, there's no excuse for not doing a few minutes exercise. Lightly marching, we're going to open the feet to a wide position. Side steps, just foot to foot. Again, the arms are by the side. If you want to add arms, that's completely fine, just raises the pulse a little bit more. Here I'm demonstrating a wider position. If you're confident with your balance, you can take a wider stance and possibly use the arms. So I'm doing lateral raises here, no higher than my shoulders, and breathing as I go, not holding the breath. Remember, this is an option. So we're only going to do about 2 to 3 movements. We're going to keep it nice and simple. If you want to add in the heels to the rear, as we do in class, that's completely fine. Otherwise, just the side steps, foot to foot. Excellent. Think about your breathing, raising the pulse slowly and steadily. Think about the RPE, that scale. Remember, light to somewhat hard is the most we're going to go. Again, using the arms to raise that pulse. Hopefully, feeling a difference in the breathing. We're going to change again to a low march. So just checking the posture, looking straight ahead, nice and tall. Got a low march here. Again, you can use the arms or just use the legs, your choice. Quite a variation in the marches I'm going to demonstrate. So you'll see me shortly do a little bit bigger march, trying to raise the knees, raise the pulse. So we can do a larger movement, not necessarily faster, just a larger movement. Showing you different angles here from the side and from the front. So you are controlling the pace. If you feel confident, you can increase the arm movement, increase the pace. Maybe a slightly bigger march. Bigger with the arms, bigger with the legs. So how are we feeling? How's the RPE? How's your effort level? Ask yourself how it feels to you. Gradually raising that pulse, boosting the circulation. So we just passed about 4 minutes now. If we're doing a 10-minute workout, obviously coming to the sort of middle of the workout now. We're already halfway there. Doing good. So you'll see me drop to a lower march now, making it slightly easier. It's very simple to do. So just a lower march, so I'm easing back the pace and the intensity a little bit, taking my feet wide for a variation, and then back to narrow. Just a slight variation, back to wide march, and back to narrow. Just to vary it a little bit. Excellent, doing great. Okay now, so right in the centre of our mini workout, so you can see quite a big march here. Think about your effort levels, be in control of your effort levels, your breathing and how you generally feel. See from the side position, doing quite a big march, raising that pulse. So moving to a different position, and we can alternate between a big march and a low march. Just keep the movement going, keep that heart rate going. Excellent. And soon we'll be changing our position. So remember just the 3 movements, the marching, the side stepping and digging the heels in, or the heel digs. Excellent. Okay, so I'm taking a wide position, getting ready to change into side steps. So bringing intensity down a little bit slightly now. It's our last couple of minutes and we've done our 10 minutes or so. If you want to keep the intensity up, adding the arms, breathing. So it's your choice, with arms or without arms. Obviously with the arms it's a whole body exercise, so keeping that pulse rate going. Think about the RPE, 11 to 14, although it's probably getting easier now. This is an easier movement from the marching. Doing great. Still concentrating on the posture. Think about pulling tall, tummy tight into the lower back, shoulders back and away. Standing nice and tall through the position. Excellent. So we're entering the last few minutes of our mini workout. So if we can, just bring the intensity down a little bit. So it's our last movement, the heel digs and arm curls, or even heel digs or toe taps. Remember, we can use the arms or not, or have the arms down by the side. It's your option as we cool down. Gradually bringing the movements down. Our last couple of minutes. Nice big breathing, helping bring the heart rate down. It's worth mentioning at this stage, obviously I'm freestanding. If you had any issues with your balance, you can use a chair for added balance, either one hand or both hands even if needed. Okay, shoulder rolls to the back, up to the ears and around, nice and slow and controlled. Try and get a big shoulder roll, breathe in and out. And finally finishing, taking it to a toe tap. Really pointing the toes, nice and light on your feet. Stand nice and tall. Our last minute or so, and gradually slow the pace down. So remember, you're working at your pace, not mine. So every pace is individual. Nice big breathing, we're slowing it down. And after the video is finished, if you wish, you can continue a little bit more if you feel you need to cool down more. Keep the feet moving just gently, and maybe a few stretches as well if you wish. But mainly you want to achieve that circulation boost, getting the whole body moving. So don't forget to look out for the evening workout that complements this. So together you're aiming for about 20 to 30 minutes 2 to 3 times a week. Well done. So hi everybody, and welcome to the second part of the daily workout. We're going to start in a seated position, moving the feet, checking the posture. First exercise is sit to stand exercise. Trying to work the larger muscle groups of the hips and the thighs. A nice steady pace, breathing in, breathing out. Aiming to perform 12 to 15 repetitions, not rushing the repetitions. Concentrating on correct form and posture. Excellent, well done. Remember, if you can't achieve the 12 to 15 repetitions, aim for less to start with and gradually build up. Make sure the chair you're using is stable and safe and sturdy enough to perform the exercise on. If you find this easy or comfortable and you wish to progress the exercise, I would suggest adding a few more repetitions, working up to possibly 20 repetitions before the next exercise. Excellent. So take a short rest in between exercises, keep the feet moving if you can. Hip walk towards the front third of the chair, check your posture, nice and tall. The next exercise is extension of the thigh or knee extension. Here working one leg at a time. Carefully straighten the leg out, checking your posture all the time, and notice not too much movement of the upper body. Try and brace the abdominals and breathe as you go. Again, aiming for 10, 12 or even 15 repetitions on each side. So the purpose of this exercise is to strengthen the muscles in the front area of the thigh, stabilise the knee, and also strengthen the abdominals and muscles around the trunk. Once completed, change sides and repeat with the opposite leg. Nice and controlled, breathe on each repetition. Make sure you're not holding your breath. You will notice I am holding the sides of the chair. The purpose of this is to help stabilise the lower back. Coming to the end of this exercise now. Once you've finished, check your posture, keep the feet moving gently and get ready for the next exercise, which is performed in a standing position to the rear of the chair. So moving around to the rear of the chair for the last exercise, which is standing calf raise, using the chair for balance. Purpose of this is to strengthen the muscles at the rear of the lower leg. So this is also an excellent exercise for balance, using two hands here, or maybe moving to one hand, or to progress and changing position to the side, maintaining a nice tall posture, tummy tight into the lower back, breathing throughout. So the aim is to try and achieve a good range of movement through the ankle and help stabilise the ankle joint. Aiming for 10, 12 or possibly 15 repetitions with good control. Excellent. Okay, we can have a little rest and a stretch. So one foot goes back, feet about hip width apart, gently pressing the heel into the ground. Feel a stretch through the back of the lower leg into the calf. Breathe regular, about 20 to 30 seconds on each stretch. After finishing the stretches, try and complete the whole routine once more. So going back to the sit to stand exercise. If you need the video for reference, simply repeat the whole video. Changing legs on the stretch here. So this little routine should take you approximately 10 to 12 minutes of exercise time. Excellent. So at the end of the stretches you may want to just move the feet a little bit, keep the circulation going. Excellent. Have a good evening.